All right, time for report cards, guys. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. Joe, let's start with you. Tell us why you gave the offense that grade. You gave them a D.
I gave them the D.
Oh.
It was, I thought it was, in the very beginning of the game, I thought they were going to do good. But as they showed up more and more, they got away from, I think, what could have been a good game plan. They didn't balance again the attack. They didn't rush the ball well at all. And, of course, I think, a little bit that Geno we get to see on camera and stuff really late. Downfield throws and stuff he was trying to get the guys he was late on. They didn't play well.
F. I mean, I don't know other grade you can give him. You miss a touchdown pass that Stephen Hill is probably, he said 6 steps, I'll say 10 yards, and 2 interceptions in the red zone. Regardless of what they did, field goals or not, you cannot throw 2 interceptions in the red zone and expect to get any grade except for an F.
F, I'm with you. F for creativity, F for execution. Bad. It's not good enough here. And that play, too, that Ray just referenced, that's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. And for this team, in this kind of a game, you have a chance to go into the half up. If you connect, and again, listen, it's always easy sitting here, but he's wide open. Was Sperano calling the plays today? Because, boy, it looked pretty bad. I didn't like what I saw. And Marty Wick's been great. Marty Morningwick's been very, very good. Oh, yeah. Not today. It's an F.
It was interesting because at that point it was 6-3 Steelers. You connect on that, boom, it's 10-6.
Yep.
And,
defense plays differently.
Could be a
get after Ben.
All right, so then we got to go to the defensive side of the football and talk about the grade you gave the defense.
Well, I gave the defense a C+ again because I always hang on my big boys in the middle and up front, and they played well. They had Ben on the run. It would have been nice to have Ben sacked in the first quarter. Muhammad let him out of the end zone. I think it would have set a little precedence. But I think they played pretty well. They gave up a lot of points against the Steelers team that had 2 weeks to prepare for them. They played tough, but in the secondary they gave up too many big plays.
Right. Mine was going to be an F, but I had to change it because the front 7, I actually gave a C, because the front 7 played outstanding. They put pressure on Ben Roethlisberger. They sacked him. They stopped the run. This defense failed in the secondary, so I gave him a C.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I never really thought about an F, but I never thought going as high as a C+. I mean, I got to go D. I'm going to go D right here, and you guys hit it hard. I have a question, and I'm sure we can get into this a bit later, but Cromartie, the way he looked today,
horrible.
It was awful. But would it have? And I know there's no depth there. We know. But would it have been better for him not to play? I mean, there were 3 times we're sitting in the newsroom. Yeah. He's going left. Guys are going. He looked awful. I mean, that really, really hurt them. Well, how do you give him anything better than a D?
Well, you look at it, D. Milliner was obviously inactive. He was hurt. Then Kyle Wilson left early, too, so you were really up against it.
That's not a bad thing, Kyle Wilson leaving, let's be honest.
So you had Walls, Trufant basically a nickel guy, but you had him playing some corner, too, because of guys nicked up. So you almost had to have him out there. Otherwise, you really would have been in a hole.